Let's take a problem on wholesale branch system. X Limited has a branch at a place called Puri. Goods are sold at 60% profit on cost. The wholesale price is cost plus 40%. Goods are invoiced from Delhi head office to branch at Puri at wholesale price. From the following particulars, ascertain the profit made at HO level and at branch level for the year ended 31st March 2013. We have opening stock on 1st April 2012 at head office, it is 7 lakhs. Then purchases happening at head office 42 lakhs. Goods sent to branch at invoice price, okay, it is 15 lakh 12,000. Sales happening at head office is 42 lakh 84,000 and at branch is 14 lakh 40,000. Stocks at head office is 16 lakh 80,000 and at branch is 2 lakh 52,000. Expenses are 80,000 and 40,000 respectively. Sales at head office are made only on wholesale basis, okay, so they have different prices, they are selling at wholesale basis. So what is their wholesale basis? It is basically 100 plus 40%. It means equivalent to 140, right? So sales at head office are made only on wholesale basis and that branch only to customers. And that at branch only to customers. Stock at head office is valued at invoice price. Okay, since the sale is happening at wholesale basis, the invoice price will be equivalent to 100 plus 40, right? Now with this backdrop, let's proceed. We have to open what is known as a branch trading account. So we'll write in the books of head office Puri branch trading account for the year ended 31st March 2013, debit, credit. So in wholesale branch system, we'll have column for branches. So particulars, head office, one column for head office, one column for branch. Okay, similarly on credit, column for head office and column for branch. Let's see one by one. There is an opening stock of 7 lakh and that is only under head office. So we'll write to opening stock only under head office. It is 7 lakh. Then we have purchases 42 lakhs and that is only under head office. So we'll say two purchases only under head office. It is 42 lakhs. Then we have goods sent to branch at invoice price 15 lakh 12,000. 15 lakh 12,000. So we'll say two goods sent to branch at invoice price only under branch column. It is 15 lakh 12,000. Then we have sales happening at head office 42 lakh 84,000, branch 14 lakh 40,000. So it is 42 lakh 84,000 and 14 lakh 40,000 in the respective columns. Now, one item we have to understand, when we captured the goods sent to branch, we have provided for on the debit side as far as the branch is concerned. So when it comes to head office, it is as good as sales. Okay. So for branch, it is a debit item. For head office, it is a credit item. So it should appear on the credit side of head office also. Buy goods sent to branch only under HO column. Only under HO column. Okay. So here if you notice, you have credit under HO column and debit under branch column. Okay. Now going back. You have stock on 31st March 2013, that is 16 lakh 80,000 under HO and 2 lakh 52,000 under branch. So we'll write by closing stock 16 lakh 80,000 under HO and 2 lakh 52,000 under branch. Okay. Now what we'll do, we'll total the highest side. Credit side appears to have higher total. So for HO column, the total is 7 lakh 46,000. For branch column, the total is 16 lakh 92,000. We'll take the total to the debit side also. We'll reproduce 74 lakh 76,000 for HO column, 16 lakh 92,000 for branch column. Now we have to find out the balancing figure, and that balancing figure is nothing but the gross profit. For HO, 74 lakh 76,000 minus these two items, and the difference works out to 24 lakh 76,000. This is nothing but the profit, that is gross profit of head office, and for branch it is 16,92,000 minus 15,12,000, and it works out to 1,80,000. It works out to 1,80,000. This is the gross profit of branch. Okay, but if HO wants to know the overall position, so here if you notice what happened in branch, everything is at invoice price, and that is nothing but the wholesale price, which is equivalent to 100 plus 40. Okay, so since everything is at wholesale price, it had become easy for HO to know what is the profit of the branch. But one thing what we have to understand is this wholesale price also includes profit loaded, because if you notice, HO has a, not HO, the branch has a closing stock of 2,52,000. Okay, this 2,52,000 has a profit element loaded on that. This 2,52,000, we know this 2,52,000 is equivalent to how much? It is equivalent to 140. We should know what is that 40. That is, we have to do cross multiplication. 2,42,000 multiplied by 40 divided by 140, and that would give us 72,000. This 72,000 is nothing but profit loaded on wholesale price. Okay, now this have to be removed. How we will remove this? We will remove this by debiting HO P&L account, by debiting HO P&L account and crediting what is known as stock reserve account. Okay, so what we'll do, we have derived what is the gross profit. Our gross profit figures are like this. Our gross profit figures are 25,76,000 and 1,80,000. We'll transfer these two figures to P&L. So we'll say by gross profit 25,76,000 transfer to P&L 1,80,000. Now we have to provide for stock reserve. The first item basically for closing stock of branch, which is 72,000. So let's write to closing stock reserve on branch stock, which is 2,52,000 multiplied by 40 divided by 140, and that works out to 72,000. Okay, this is as far as branch stock is concerned. It means we also have another stock. What is it? There is a HO stock. What is the HO stock? 16,80,000. It means we have to find out similar value for HO stock also. So what is HO stock? What is the value? The value of HO stock is 16,80,000, and question says the selling price is, sold at 60%. They are generally sold at 60% profit on cost, but here you have sales at HO. Sales at HO are made only on wholesale basis. Okay, it means HO also follows cost plus 40%. Okay, so the 16,80,000 is also equivalent to 140. We should know what is that 40, and that will help us to understand what is the profit that is loaded on the closing stock maintained by HO. That is, we have to do cross multiplication. That is 16,80,000 multiplied by 40 divided by 140. Okay, and it works out to 4,80,000. Okay, so this should also be removed by debiting the P&L under the head stock reserve. So let's check that. Closing stock reserve on HO stock. On HO stock, it is 16,80,000 multiplied by 40 by 140, and it works out to 4,80,000. Please note these items are written under HO column only. Okay. Any other items? Yes, there is an opening stock. What was your opening stock? Look at here, they had an opening stock of 7 lakh. So this opening stock also has a profit element loaded in it. It means we should remove the profit element on this 7 lakh also. So if I'm going to write that here on opening stock, okay, that is stock reserve on opening stock, this 7 lakh is equivalent to 140. What is 40? So that will help us to understand the profit element loaded on opening stock, and the calculation what it would give us is 2 lakhs. Okay, So now the entry will be stock reserve debit P&L credit. That is, we have to go to the credit side of P&L account. We have to go to credit side of P&L account, and on credit we have to write by opening stock reserve. That is provision for unrealized profit, and that is nothing but 7 lakh multiplied by 40 by 140. The value is 2 lakhs. Any other items we have missed out? Let's go back to the question. Question says there are certain expenses at HO level 80,000, at branch level it is 40,000. So let's go to P&L, we'll capture those two expenses. At HO level it is 80, at branch level it is 40. So now what we'll do, we'll see on which side we have higher value. On credit side we have higher value, so let's total credit side. Total credit side for branch there is only one item, 1 lakh 80. For HO there are two items put together, 27 lakh 76,000. It appears the credit side is highest, so let's carry the same total to the debit side. It means there is going to be a difference. If you take HO column, what are the items we have? If you take HO column, we have three items, 80,000, 72,000, 4 lakh 80,000. It means there is a difference, and that difference is 21 lakh 44,000. And if you take branch, the total is 1 lakh 80,000, of which expenses are 40,000. Then the difference is 1 lakh 40,000. The difference is 1 lakh 40,000. So this is nothing but the net profit that should be transferred to general P&L account. So we'll say net profit that is transferred to general P&L account is 21 lakh 44,000 and 1 lakh 40,000.